Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're gonna talk about 10 things I love about living in Canada, since this year is actually my 10th year anniversary after moving since 2013. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you don't like this video, don't tell anyone, okay? Tell them you love it, tell them you like it, tell them all the good things, okay? Right? Stay tuned. So for my number 10, that would be culture. So Canadian culture is actually composed of one word, in my opinion. So that word is actually politeness. So Canadian or Canada in general is actually known to this. It's a term called Canadian politeness. So it's something that I didn't know before I moved here, but then I realized after being in different countries and also a lot of different people from different country, they kind of told me that, oh yeah, you're from Canada, so you are guys known for being polite and all that stuff. And then whenever I go to US, even though I still have an accent, people would know that, oh, you're from Canada, right? Because there are certain things or mannerism or behavior that Canadians are known. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've been here like long enough, you would know, I guess. You know what I mean, right? So for my number 9, that would be people. So Canada, like what I said earlier, they are known for being polite, right? But it's not just that. Canadians are actually extremely respectful. They are very polite. They are very, like, I would say, like, very warm people, you know. Even if you don't know them, they always say thank you, how are you, and that kind of thing. I thought it was like a common thing, but if you actually travel from different countries, it's not a common thing, you know. You don't say thank you to your bus driver or to people that works in the retail, that kind of thing. So I thought it was common, but you know, after being here for so long, it becomes norm to me. So whenever I go outside, I suddenly sort of felt that, oh, I'm not in Canada, so it's not a common thing. So that's where you realize that Canadians are very unique people in a way. Yeah. So for my number 3, that will be language. So in Canada, there's 2 official language. There is English, which is mostly probably the highest number of speakers in Canada. And then the second is francophone, or it's French-speaking people. So if you actually buy stuff in the grocery store and stuff, you will see like there's like an English translation, for example, and then there's also like a French translation somewhere there. So yeah, it's basically mandatory that all stuff in Canada has to have English and French. So yeah, they call it francophone, and then the other one is, I forgot. Just Google it. You know, I'm not an expert, but yeah, English and French is the 2 official language of Canada. Okay. So for my number 4, that would be food. I think maybe. So I think the most common or the most popular food that Canada offers is actually what they call poutine. So poutine is like fries with gravy and some cheese in it. It comes with bacon as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's actually really good, especially if you just had if you're really drunk and you just party out downtown or something like that. So it's like the go-to food when you're drunk, like in my opinion. Yeah, it's actually really good, but it's actually perfect if you have like maybe some hot dogs as well and some pop and that kind of thing. So yeah, poutine is a really good food, but not my favorite. So So for number 5, that would be weather. So weather in Canada composes of 4. So we have winter, spring, summer, and fall. So today is kind of like spring going summer. So this is probably my favorite weather because it's not too cold and not too hot either. So you can wear shorts pretty much anywhere and that kind of thing. Although people thought that Canada has extremely like cold weather. In Vancouver in particular, we actually have a weather like kind of like London. So it's mostly like wet and sunny and rainy. I mean, we do have snow. We do get snow every year, but not every year actually. So yeah, it's kind of like maybe like a week or so. So if it snows here, it doesn't, it doesn't stay for like 6 months or a month or something like that. Sometimes it only lasts for like a week or 2, or sometimes 2 to 3 weeks, depends. Sometimes there's even a year that we don't have snow. So yeah. So for number 6, that would be opportunity. So opportunity because a lot of people comes to Canada, for stable income, for job opportunities and stuff like that. So I'd say people here are very diverse in a way. So if you really work hard, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. If you want to study, you can study. I feel like here in Canada, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do as long as you put your heart in it. So yeah, if you want to study, you can study. Although taxes is, it's quite high honestly, but I'd say it's worth it, because at least you know what you're paying for. It's gonna be a long conversation when it comes to like taxes and government, but you know what? You just do the research, okay? But in general, I'd say people here are very like hardworking, especially. So for number 7, that would be natural resources. So Canada is actually the second largest country in the world. If you guys don't know, it's only second to Russia. So although Canada is so huge, it only has about 39 billion, if I'm not mistaken, because a lot of it are like mountains, like that kind of thing, tundra and stuff. So only, yeah, people are mostly live closer to the border to the US. Like us, we're pretty close to Seattle basically. So we have a lot of like lakes, beaches, parks. So yeah, Canada is pretty much known for like natural resources, like scenic spots and all that stuff. So yeah. So for number 8, that would be safety. So after being here in Canada for 10 years, I pretty much think that I'm safe in a way. Although I wouldn't say it's perfect, but because if you watch the news, there's still a lot of things going on. But it's not just Canada, honestly. It's pretty much all over the world, right? So, but in Canada, I do party sometimes. I do go out sometimes and stuff. But I never felt like, I'm gonna get harmed or whatever. It also, you also have to sort of realize which part of the city you're going. Because, if you're gonna go to those that are really like sketchy, you kind of expect that something's gonna happen. So you gotta be careful, like where you're going, who are you hanging out with, and that kind of thing. So, but in general, I always feel safe, going out, any time of the day in Canada. So yeah. So number 9, that would be healthcare. So this is probably the most popular like stuff that a lot of people are jealous of, especially the United States, because they can't believe that we do have free healthcare. So technically it's not free because we pay for the tax. Us taxpayer actually pay for it, but at least in a way, when something happens to you or to your family here, you can just go to any hospital. You don't have to pay like a huge amount of bill and that kind of thing. So that's why Canada has a lot of like probably old people like in the care home, because Canada has a, I think like a long life expectancy. I don't know how you call it. Just Google it, okay? So something like that. So Canada is known for having like a free healthcare. So you can just go anywhere and they will like treat you without asking for your sort of, you know, any money, that kind of thing. So yeah. Number 10, that would be way of life. So this is probably my favorite because it's sort of like the way of life, like how you live your life every day, like in a regular basis and that kind of thing. So some people wants to exaggerate, you know, your life and that kind of thing. But you know, I think I love the fact that after being here for so long, I kind of sort of adapt in a way that I look forward. Oh, I'm looking forward for summer. I'm looking forward to go to the beach in summer. I look forward to go camping at this weather. I look forward to go, you know, snowboarding in winter. So that kind of thing that I used to not sort of does not understand, you know, after moving here. But then after I made friends with a lot of people, I kind of like know different people from different backgrounds. So I kind of realized that also this is a thing. So if you want to do this, you can do this. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. So it's like a sort of like a way of life, you know, from food to people, religion as well. So that kind of thing. So it's sort of a way of life where if you can find what you're passionate about, you can find what your interest is at and that kind of thing. So yeah. So all in all, this is just my personal opinion. So although some people has different sort of understanding or different approach when it comes to their experience in Canada, but you know, there's a saying, to each to their own. I'm not sure if that's correct, so just Google it, okay? So I hope you guys like this video. If you like it, just hit like, share, subscribe to my, and ring the notification bell, okay? If you don't like this video, don't tell anyone. Tell them you like it. It's amazing. It's incredible. And that's it. Hope you guys watch my next video. If you want me to do like a content, just maybe put some comments and tell me what you want to see in my next video. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.